Peach season is one of my favorite times of year, so this week I'm going to use some juicy peaches to make a cobbler with the perfect crisp and tender biscuit crust. And of course, it's me, so I'm making it vegan. Welcome back! For those who don't know me, I am Steph, and I make vegan recipes that everyone will love, whether they are vegan or not. So let's jump right into it. So we're just gonna start by preheating the oven to 375. Then I'm gonna grab a 12 by 8 casserole dish and I'm gonna grease it with some vegan butter. Coconut oil works just fine as well. I'm using fresh peaches, so I am just going to slice them up into 1/4 inch slices. You're gonna need about 2.5 pounds of peaches, which is about 6 to 8 peaches. If you're using frozen peach slices, then you're gonna want about 2 pounds of sliced peaches. I really wanted to get yellow peaches for this recipe, but I'm living abroad and it was not in the cards this year. So I'm gonna leave the peel on because I feel like the peel gives it some extra color, but you can definitely peel yours if you prefer. All right, so next I'm just gonna toss these peaches in a large mixing bowl with 1/2 cup of brown sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1/2 tablespoon of freshly squeezed lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. If your peaches are more on the tart side, you can add an extra 1 or 2 tablespoons of brown sugar if you want. All right, and we're just gonna give it a good mix and then transfer it over to the casserole dish. I am also setting aside a few extra slices to put in between the pieces of crust just to make it a little prettier. Okay, next we're gonna make the crust. So I'm just gonna sift together the dry ingredients first. So you'll need 1.5 cups of flour, 3/4 cup of sugar, 1/2 tablespoon of baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna just mix that up and then I'm adding in 10 tablespoons of vegan butter that's been melted and cooled, 1.5 tablespoons of almond milk, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Mix that all up until it's just combined, and then we're going to put chunks of dough all over the peaches. You can cover up all the peaches if you want, but I usually just leave a little bit of space in between for a few peaches to peek out. And then I'm just gonna take my extra peach slices and place them around and a little bit underneath of the dough pieces. Last, we're gonna sprinkle some turbinado sugar on top of the dough. This is really gonna give it that extra sweet crunch at the edge of the crust, which is just so good. Now, this is gonna go in the oven for 35 to 45 minutes. When it's ready, you'll see the juices bubbling and the crust is a nice golden brown color. All right, now we're just gonna let it chill a little bit and then serve it with some vegan vanilla ice cream. This super creamy vegan ice cream is my homemade recipe, and you don't need an ice cream maker to make it. That recipe is coming up in the next video, so make sure you're subscribed if you want to get that recipe. Thank you, Mother Nature, for giving us peaches because they are delicious on their own, but this is next level. This crust, it's had ice cream sitting on here while I took the photos. It's like, it's still crunchy on the top. It's so good and it's soft underneath. Oh, and this ice cream is so delicious. You really are not gonna wanna miss this recipe. Well, that's all for this week. I really appreciate you being here and watching, liking, subscribing. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one.